Hey, welcome back to Happy Place Diaries. I'm Teresa.
And I'm Jerry, and in this video, we've got a multi-part collaboration. So not only are we collaborating with all of our friends that we've been doing these monthly collaborations, but we're also doing a collaboration or more of an introduction to a product that we're not selling, but we want you to be aware of, and that's going to pop up somewhere in the middle of the video. So stay tuned for that. We're really passionate about that one. So, want to dive right in?
Yeah, so we're going to be doing pros and cons of being YouTubers. And
let's back up for just a second. This is not a pity party. And we don't want anybody feeling sorry for us, because there are a lot more pros than cons.
Right.
But we're only going to talk about a few.
Right.
So
exactly.
At no point in this video do we want people feeling, oh, it's such a hard knock life.
All right, so let's get on with the cons.
Yeah, let's talk about the glamorous part about being a YouTuber. So let's jump into the pros, because we want to start off on a positive note. We'll end on one too. The biggest pro of this entire YouTube experience is the friendships that we've made.
Oh yeah, we've met so many wonderful people.
And the community that has kind of followed us, the community that we follow, especially being here in the RV niche. You know, that is something that is worth its weight in gold. And something that I would not trade for anything. No. So that outweighs every con. In fact, that outweighs all the pros also.
Right.
So the friendships that we made, we've met people along the way that we would have never met.
Oh, there's no way. They live too far away, and
right.
We just don't travel to all the places right now.
Right. One of our other pros is kind of along the lines of friendships that we made, and that is the relationships that we've made, not just with other YouTubers, other RVers, but in the RV industry.
Oh, yeah. Especially the ones that are starting to see us as a big channel.
Yeah, we're kind of a big thing.
But, you know, there's a few of them that are coming to us, emailing us to try their products, which makes us feel really good.
Yeah, and just as a kind of a disclaimer on that note, put it this way: we do our homework before we decide to endorse or talk about a product.
Right.
We don't just talk about, but the relationship that we've made, for example, with Keystone RV, as Keystone RV ambassadors, that all came about because of YouTube.
Right.
Because we have a channel, because we're influencers, and
well, it is also that you get yourself out there, and you went to the Florida RV show when I wasn't there, and you talk to everybody, so you get to know everybody and they get to know you. So that's a good pro.
Right. Well, and that's another pro, and that's the networking that comes out of all this. Because if you don't put yourself out there, then nobody's gonna find you. The incredible, and this might be a segue into some cons, but YouTube doesn't care about it.
No, they just want their money.
Right. And so if you're going to be a YouTube channel, especially in a small niche like the RV niche, you have got to network. You have got to put yourself out there. You have to put away some of your inhibitions and throw yourself, out there to the YouTube world. Otherwise, you'll never be seen. You'll never be found. If you start a channel and you just think that YouTube is going to promote you and everybody in the world is going to find you, it's not going to happen. And like I said, this is a good segue to cons, because one of the cons is that YouTube isn't going to just throw you out there as a suggested channel or suggested videos.
Right, you have to have videos that people like and they've hit like and subscribe.
Right. Which, you know, by the way, if you're coming to us from one of the other channels in this collaboration and you haven't already subscribed, consider hitting that subscribe button. And if you want to know when we put new videos out, click that little bell, and that'll notify you every time we put a video out, which is every Sunday. Hey, thanks for sticking with our video. I just want to take about 30 seconds and talk about the Hero Company. And they sell these nice wristbands, different kinds of wristbands, t-shirts and stuff. All of their proceeds go to matching service animals with veterans, particularly with PTSD. The VA does a wonderful job, but they don't have kennels and they don't provide that service. And that's where companies like the Hero Company come in. I wear this to remember the 22 veterans a day that commit suicide, veterans like myself with PTSD. Luckily, I'm on the winning end. It's something that there's a lot of my brothers and sisters that deal with. Check out the Hero Company. There's a link in the description below. See how you can get yourself a wristband and support this amazing cause. They do wonderful work. Now back to the video. Yeah, the frustration of not having the algorithm understand who you are, nor does the algorithm care who you are.
Right.
And you know, we are who we are. We don't change just because the camera's on. What you see is what you get. So if you find us at a campground,
this is what we're going to be
doing.
doing.
And you see the great big Happy Place Diaries sticker in the front,
come on over.
Come on over, because you're going to get what you get. And probably some bourbon. Yeah, so the algorithm could be very frustrating. And that is a con, because just when you think you've figured it out, they change it.
Yeah, see, he does all of that stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
Any of it.
So that's definitely a con.
So another con is that when Jerry's doing all the YouTube stuff and it comes to subscribers and we lose some, I don't really care about the numbers. He does. And so it really frustrates him. So then it frustrates me because he's frustrated. And I'm like, it doesn't matter. As long as we're having fun, we'll keep doing it. And that's been our motto the whole time. So if we lose subscribers, we lose them. I mean, that's how I feel. I know.
No, right. And again, not a pity party. Don't feel sorry.
No.
Because if you had the insight to our numbers, we've actually lost more subscribers than we've ever gained subscribers. Where that comes into play for me, because of my personality type, is I want to figure stuff out. And like Teresa just said, when it stops being fun, we're going to stop doing it. But part of the fun for me is the game. Trying to figure out, you know, where you can make improvements to get subscribers to watch and figure out the algorithm. And yeah, it's a never-ending chase that you're always trying to figure out what the algorithm is going to promote, what it's not going to promote. And in the YouTube world, if you make a change, it takes about 3 videos, or in our case, 3 weeks, to know if that change ever hit. And so by the time we get to that end of that month, the algorithm changed again. So, but that's fun for me. I love doing that. Is it an ego hit? Yeah, because it's just frustrating. It's just frustrating. And we understand you have lots of choices out there. And there are far better channels out there. And to be honest with you, and I'll say it, there's far worse channels out there too. And so when people come and people go, we understand that that's just part of the game.
Right.
Okay, we're going to do one more con, and then Teresa's going to end with an amazing pro. And that con is, I didn't realize how much work this was. Because like I just said, you know, chasing the algorithm and all that stuff. I love the process. I love the editing and all that stuff. But I didn't realize the work that's involved to putting together a video that we want to put out there.
Yeah, because I wouldn't even know how to do it.
I mean, even stuff like today's video, we were supposed to shoot this all outside. And now it's pouring down rain. So we moved it inside. So setting up, making sure that the light is right, making sure that the sound is right. getting the video shot, making some notes.
Making sure the dogs don't bark.
Right, all of that kind of stuff. And then, of course, going through the edit process, which for me is hours of work because I want to make sure that it looks right, it sounds right, it feels right, it tells a story.
It looks good.
And then getting it out there, and hopefully, fingers crossed, somebody clicks on the video and watches it. So
all right.
That is the last con.
And speaking of people watching it, one of my favorite things is when we're out and about, and we were actually over just in Vancouver, Washington. It's been about a year now, but I couldn't find him at the concert, and I go walking around, and he's talking to some guy, and I'm like, because he knows a lot of people, and he's like, they watch us on YouTube. And it's just, it gives you that great feeling that somebody knows you and they're like, hey, I know you. We watch your videos. And
yeah, and it's little things like that that just keep you doing it.
Yeah, so that's a big pro. And then one time we were at the grocery store, just at our local grocery store.
Oh, yeah.
And I walk around the corner and there's Jerry talking. He's like,
yeah, a guy says, hey, I recognize that voice. And he came around the corner. And then, of course, because, again, putting yourself out there, we've got stickers and stuff on the outside of our rig that say Happy Place Diaries, and then of course our Keystone Ambassador stuff. So a lot of people will walk by and ask what that's all about, or they'll come by and go, we watch your your videos on YouTube, and
very fun.
And then that leads to conversations, and we absolutely, that is the reason that we do this now. And it's so much fun. Don't forget, watch all the other videos in this collaboration. Don't forget to go check out the Hero Company. They are wonderful people that are doing awesome things for our veterans. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. Like the video and leave a comment on what you like about our videos or not.
Give us suggestions.
Because if we don't get feedback, we don't know what to change.
Right.
All right. Thanks for coming. We appreciate each and every one of you.
See you next
and we'll
time.
see you next Sunday.
When words are said, we'll regret. I can see the fire that